Not Python, not C++, not C#, not Java. The three languages I'm going to recommend that I think every programmer would benefit from learning, are not necessarily the most popular, not necessarily the ones that you are most likely to be using if you are programming professionally. But I think there are three languages that every programmer will greatly benefit from knowing. Let me start with one which is, well, I don't know, popular is quite the right word. It's certainly widely used and widely in demand, and that is C. Now, C, why do I say C and not C++? I'll come to that in a moment. C I'm choosing because it is a relatively simple language. It's not got the object orientation features of C++. And in order to use C, you will have to get to grips with the way that the computer actually works. So you have to understand the architecture, you have to be able to understand memory, how memory is allocated, how memory is organized, and there's no getting away from it. You have to understand pointers and addresses, what happens when you pass arguments, what an array is. An array is not a high-level structure as in some other languages, and so you really do have to get to understand the way the hardware works. So C is my number one, absolutely top, you must know language. Number two, not such an obvious language probably. This is where the object orientation comes in. This is the Smalltalk language. Now, Smalltalk, you're saying that's a bit obscure. Why on earth would anybody these days want to learn such an old and, let's face it, rather unusual language? Well, as I said, object orientation. Don't learn object orientation with C++ or with Java or with C#, as most people do, or with other languages like Ruby or Python or whatever. Go to the language that really formulated the whole idea of object orientation, that's Smalltalk. There's some very good implementations of Smalltalk freely available. Try Squeak or try Faro. Faro also has a long video tutorial course that you can follow, and there's lots of documentation on Squeak as well. And I, even on this channel, have quite a number of a series of lessons all about the great ideas of Smalltalk. So why would that be useful? I think it's because a lot of people don't really understand what the ideas of object orientation ever were intended to be. So you get all the jargon about polymorphism and inheritance and encapsulation, and yet no real idea for a lot of people as to why that was ever of any significance. And I think to use Smalltalk will open up that whole world to you. So, for example, to understand message passing, which is something that if you learned object orientation from a modern language, you might never even have heard of. So the idea of sending messages to objects, and that is part and parcel of the idea of encapsulation. Encapsulation is not just putting methods and data, putting functions and data inside objects. It also is an approach to modularity. So Smalltalk, absolutely a tremendous language to know and helps you understand object orientation, even if you never program Smalltalk in your job. Now, when I'm saying these three languages, I can understand people might say, well, this is rather odd. I mean, surely it would be better to learn a really popular language. I'm assuming that if you're serious about programming, you will learn a language, more than one language, that is going to be of financial interest, of interest to your career, that's in demand, that somebody is going to ask you to program in. And those will be languages like C++ and C# and Python and Java. I'm not saying that you must ignore those languages. I'm really trying to get at those languages that lay the foundations of understanding that are going to be invaluable whatever other languages you subsequently program in. Third language. Now, people who are familiar with my channel might not find this surprising. If you are not so familiar with my channel, maybe you will find it surprising. That language is Pascal. Again, you're thinking, what, a really old language. I mean, it's been around for so long, and hardly anybody uses it. It's not entirely true. Pascal is still used. There is still a market for Delphi Object Pascal programmers. And if you've seen some of the lessons on my channel, you'll see that I use Lazarus, the Lazarus IDE. It's a free IDE for free Pascal, because that is great for programming cross-platform from Windows and onto Linux. In my case, I use the Raspberry Pi, complete with Visual Design, the same IDE and the same code. But why would I say that Pascal lays the foundations of knowledge which can be applied, which is what I'm trying to get at in these three choices of languages, applied to other languages? It's because of structure, program structure. Now, in many languages, Python and Ruby and lots of other modern languages, you can structure programs in a kind of very free and easy way. Where you declare variables, if you declare variables, is largely left up to you. How you make the difference between functions that return a value or don't return a value, it may not be obvious in some programming languages. In Pascal, it's very, very strict. A procedure is a function that does not return a language. It has to be declared with a keyword procedure. Function has to return a value, and that is declared with the keyword function. And you must declare variables in a variable declaration area, and so on and so forth. Even better than Pascal would be its successor, created by Weert, the man who created Pascal, Modular 2, but Modular 2 is not as widely available. It's not got as great a body of support as Pascal. So the current flavor of Pascal is Object Pascal, which is what you'll find in Delphi or in Free Pascal. Object Pascal both has the facilities of object orientation. So, you can use any knowledge you've got from Smalltalk to try and program in as truly object-oriented a way as possible. And it also adds on some extra features to standard Pascal, for example, units, which give you a sort of a modularity. So Pascal is great for learning program structure, clarity of program design. Smalltalk is absolutely fundamental if you want to understand object orientation. C is the language that you really need if you want to understand how the computer really works, the memory allocation, the memory structure, how to use pointers, and so on. So if you've got other ideas, by all means, leave them down below. As I said, this is not a rule book. I'm not saying you must learn these three languages. I am just pointing out what I think are three languages that will teach skills, techniques, and ideas that are absolutely fundamental in modern programming and will be useful no matter what language you subsequently use. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back again with something different quite soon.